The white model who took melanin injections to become black has spoken out about the BLM movement and how she hasn't yet experienced racism. I'm John, and this is Facts Factory. This is Martina Big. She is a 32-year-old German model who identifies as a black woman. Yep, you heard that correct. Martina was born as a white woman who had blonde hair and pale skin, but when she reached adulthood, she decided this wasn't the life she wanted due to living as the wrong race. She started taking melanin injections a few years ago. But what exactly is melanin? Melanin is the pigment that gives our skin, hair, and eye their color, and having darker skin means that more melanin is present in the body. So when Martina started injecting herself with melanin, her skin started to get noticeably darker. She now identifies as an African woman. She believes she has always, deep down, been African, and she even embarked on a trip to Kenya to be baptized with her people. You really can't make these things up. Many believe that the model is delusional. Last year, she told The Sun Online, "I not only look like an African woman, but I also feel that I'm now an African woman. I spent time in Kenya last year and I felt so at home. Now I have a lot of invitations from all over Africa." Martina even spoke about having children with her husband, who also takes melanin injections, and how they will be born black. Doctors said they will be black. "We have also discussed breastfeeding, and if it is safe for me to have a baby," she said in an interview on This Morning, a British breakfast show. She later clarified, "Doctors say that I am physically now a black woman, and my future children will be black. And I believe the doctors." Of course, there are many people who are fully against what Martina is doing, and the model has been accused numerous times of cultural appropriation and blackface. Many people stand behind the fact that you simply cannot change your race like you can with gender, and the ways in which she has modified her body in order to become a black woman are seen as racist and disrespectful. But regardless of what people think of her, Martina continues to proudly talk about her experiences as a newfound black woman, and she has recently spoken of the ongoing Black Lives Matter.
What's up, Africans? I hope you like how you look. I hope you like your black color, because today we are going to talk about blackness and why white people are now choosing to become black. Yeah, it's the opposite. White people are choosing to become black, and black people are choosing to become white. It's the colonial mindset. And I have here my guest,
Eugene from Kenya. Eugene, Ricky Stories.
Yeah, that's Eugene, my boy here. So we are going to talk about why are Africans turning themselves white and white people turning themselves black. We are going to study these dynamics and tell you why you as an African should be proud of being a black person, and why also white people are turning themselves black. We are going to discuss that in this video.
And we are also going to tell you the importance of having melanin in your skin. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
To my people who was naturally born with melanin in y'all skin, y'all are going to want to hear this shit. They are now getting melanin injections.
And TikTok this for entertainment purposes only.
We have been doing it.
I was thinking when you said that, you're looking very pale. This is all well and good. I mean, you have the, as you say, you've got the messy tanning products, and then you try the sunbeds.
Yeah.
And then there's the injections.
Look at her.
So this was your brother, wasn't it?
Yeah, my brother.
So explain how this happened.
He just came in one day and he was a completely different colour, and we were like, what actually happened? And he was like, it was tannin injections, and then obviously we went and had to try them.
I don't have that much time on my hands to go outside and enjoy the beautiful weather lately, and I want to be tan by summer, so this is the safest and fastest way to achieve that. So this is my Melanin vial. It will come in the mail and it looks like this. It does have to be refrigerated. We also will provide you with alcohol prep swabs and insulin needle. So you'll take the alcohol swab, wipe off the top, just so it's sterile, uncap the top, you have a fine needle.
Did y'all see that woman's face? That is a white woman. She is a white woman. Her skin, she is darker than me from injecting herself with melanin. Do y'all understand? Like, do you understand? And it's crazy because people say so many black people go missing all the time and nobody knows. We don't know what's going on. Y'all, if you don't know, go do your research. Go hit that search bar. Go look on Google. Go find it out. But melanin is more valuable than gold. It is. It is. Go look it up. And these people are injecting themselves. Where are they getting it from?
Oh, I look like Mr. Krabs.
Hey guys, it's Dr. Weissman. I'm answering a question about why white people get more sunburns and more skin cancers, and what it comes down to is melanin, the pigment in your skin. So pigment is designed to absorb UV light. The full name of UV light is UV radiation. When ultraviolet light or even visible light hits your skin, it damages the DNA in your skin cells. UVB is the short wavelength. UVA is the long wavelength. UVA can go through window glass, so even if you're sitting by a window, you're getting exposed to UVA and you're increasing your risk of wrinkles and skin cancer. If you have more melanin in your skin, it's absorbing that energy and preventing it from damaging the DNA in your skin cells. If you get a lot of sun exposure, your body goes, oh my gosh, we have to make some melanin. That's why people who can tan will get a tan with sun exposure. Their body's trying to protect the DNA in the skin cells.
Appearance, people who see...
Africans are choosing to become white, like resemble the light skin, and white people are now choosing to become black. And why is this opposite? Why is the opposite happening? Remember, for Africans to become white is because they want to be close to the oppressor. They want to be close to the people who colonized them. That is how we think of it, and that's how it is. It is more of Stockholm syndrome, developing attraction for the person who has abducted you. For a very long time, the African Americans in Ghana, who were taken from Ghana to the United States, were enslaved. And they were brutal. The white person was brutal to them. Here in Africa, where we remained, we were colonized. We were colonized, you know. And it was the same person who was doing this. The enslavement and colonization was done with the same person. So he had the same strategy. In USA, he used Willie Lynch letters method. If you know the Willie Lynch letters method, bro. Do you know the Willie Lynch letters method?
No.
Hey, that letter is so brutal, man. You don't want to see that. And in Africa, they used the Berlin Conference to make sure Africans are contained. Because the meat was too big, they couldn't carry it. The easiest way to carry away the meat and to eat from it was to splice it. The elephant was too big, they couldn't carry it. Now they had to splice it. And this is where they said, anybody who is black is subject to us. And Africans really felt bad about this. Africans, we saw them as epitome, superhumans, this and that.
Some gods.
Some gods. In such a way that if you are close to be looking, if you are close to appear like them, Africans would glorify you. Africans would say, you are better than them, even if you are an African. They would say you are better than them. And this is where you find Africans who want to change their skin color. This is the root of the evil. This is the root of the evil. Remember, even here in Kenya, here in Africa, the TV stations, the malls, the shops, you'll always find a brown lady. It's very rare to find a dark lady. Very rare. Have you found a black lady in an African shop? Big shop, bro.
It's so hard to find. I mean, because they choose the criteria that you have to be on. When you look a bit lighter, for them to choose you to work for them, like, you know. Yeah, so if you are so much melanated, they won't choose you. They choose a lady which she's a bit brown, whitish, you know.
Brown, whitish, and all these are stereotypes. These are constructs that have been made by the colonizer to make Africans feel like if you're black, you're not beautiful. If you're black, you're subhuman. Now it has been injected even in the businesses. People want to see whiteness. People want to see brown. It is true, the opposite always attracts attention. The opposite. Remember the opposite in Kenya, in Africa, the opposite is brown, is white. But no, it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be. This is the explanation why black people are turning themselves white, to get jobs, to get husbands, to get favors, to a symbol of status. If you're brown skin, you have a symbol of status in Africa. If you're light skin, you have a symbol of status. But now, Africans are having something and they don't know the value of what they have. Here's now where the irony comes in. They have something nice, but they don't know they got something nice, bro. You know what happens now is the white woman or the white man, particularly the white woman, have discovered there's a problem with their melanin, bro.
Yeah.
You know, melanin is just the concentration of, I think it's a gene or it's a chemical in the skin. When it is in high concentration, very high concentration, it protects you from certain UV lights, ultraviolet lights from the sun. So you will not be easily getting skin diseases, like skin cancer, like lupus.
Yep.
You will be getting such diseases. And because models have discovered that having a black skin is a natural protective mechanism. There is nothing that beats nature. They've decided and they've discovered, no, this white skin is not working for us. This white skin will one day make us extinct. You see how they're thinking of it?
Yeah.
And now they want to come and say, we have to turn ourselves black. We have to turn ourselves, not self, but selves black. You know, it's an irony. I still can't imagine. Why can't Africans just sit back and say, why is this person turning himself black? And I'm so eager to turn himself like him or her. You know? It's all a colonial and enslavement mindset. In Africa, we still have the same mindset. The lighter you are, the more favor you get. In USA, we have the same mindset. I've never been to USA, but we hear the news from the USA. And it happens, bro.
Also, one thing that I would like to say is that, you know, a person who have something, most of the time they don't realize its value, you know.
Yes.
And sometimes you gotta be in a situation that you might lose it so that you might know its value.
Yes.
So we have people at the extreme end, people who have lost it already, but now they're finding ways into it. We having white men. We have white women, we have white ladies who are coming to African household just to get into intermarriages because they know when they get this, their families will be protected in the next coming centuries.
Yeah.
They know that their coming lineage will be protected for the next centuries. This is because they are doing this because they have realized that the melanin, which is in our DNA, in our genes, are really, really important.
Yes, sir.
And also we have some advantages in our the melanin and inside the gene that we have. Remember, during the slave trade,
yes,
the harsh conditions in which Africans were put,
yeah,
if they were other race, trust me, they couldn't have survived. They survived because of the melanin. Because it is the melanin that is incorporated in their gene, which makes them outstand those harsh conditions in the slaves. Remember, the places that they never given food. They were just there. They were left to be starved. The few who reached are the ones who we have in the States. We had a lot of them. Most of them even died along the way. You know, so having melanin is an important thing, and it is not just something about color. It's something beyond color. Melanin is medicine. A lot of white people are suffering from a skin disease called melanoma. It's a skin cancer. So when you have this melanoma, there is no way this can be treated. So white people have realized this, and now they're taking advantage. They're taking this initiative. Some are going for melanin injection. Some are looking for intermarriages so that they can join up.
They protect their children.
Yeah, they can protect their children. And it's crazy, you know. So if you're a black person back at home watching this video, you need to value what you have, because what you have is more than gold. And most people don't know. Melanin is worth much, even more than gold. The melanin, this skin that you have here.
Yes, bro, I love my skin, man.
Yeah, it's much more than gold. So the darker it is, the better. The darker the berry,
the sweeter the juice.
There we go.
Now, about this sister doing all this, it should be an eye-opener to the Africans. It should be an eye-opener to those people who are still having this idea, you know. Now the colonizer is now reversing the situation. Now the ladies who bleach themselves to be white, will they reverse? Will they come back to black?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
It's an irony. It's an irony because the person you are trying to make yourself to be is trying to make yourself to become themselves. You are trying to chase something and something is chasing you. That's the paradox. At Africans, we should be proud of what we have, man.
Yep.
Get proud of what you have. And so for now, we want to discuss some of the importance of why you should be proud of your dark skin and why these white people are choosing this white skin or choosing this black skin. Here is something that you should know. Here is something that no matter what happens, no matter how people think of you, remember these 6 points. Remember these 6 points that we are going to give. Melanin is crucial for various reasons. The first one is this: skin protection. It shields the skin from harmful UV rays. You know, it reduces the risk of sunburns and skin cancer. We said that. The second one, it is the pigmentation. You know, melanin determines skin, hair, and eye color. It contributes to diversity among individuals. Remember, it's not that the white person does not have melanin. They have low concentration. Of course, we have people who don't have the melanins. You know them. Those ones don't have it. Okay. Number 3 is eye health. Melanin in the eyes protects against damage from bright light and helps with visual activities. You know, visual acuity and activities. Now, the fourth one, we have temperature regulations. In Africa, it's too hot. Even right now, I'm feeling like going and shower in the Indian Ocean. It's just close by. But only for content I'll stay. Temperature regulations. It helps regulate body temperatures by absorbing and dissipating heat. The fifth one is wound healing. Melanin plays a role in a wound healing and can mitigate scarring. The sixth one is immune response. And this is the main reason why the white people are turning themselves black. Some studies suggest that melanin may have immune modulating properties, aiding in defense against infections. You've heard for yourselves. These 6 points are things you should be proud of. So the more you have, the better you are. The more you have, the better you are. You get me? So the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Overall, melanin is integral to human health with multifaceted roles beyond mere pigmentation. It's just not about pigmentation.
Yep.
When they're having these injections, those people know what they're doing. They know what they got. And let me tell you, Africans, doing these procedures is very, very expensive. Injecting yourself with melanin is very, very expensive. But God is giving you this for free. Free of charge. Free of charge. Don't run away from your blackness. Don't chase a white person because you want your children to be white. No, you might bring them to problems. Yeah. Don't chase them. I'm saying don't chase. However, that's all for today. And if you enjoyed this video, kindly check out Mr. YouTube channel, Mr. Eugene from Kenya, Eugene Docu-Stories, a YouTube channel. He does really great work. Check out Eugene Docu-Stories. He is a wonderful Kenyan. He does good content.
Thank you, man.
He's black, not trying to turn himself white. He's proud to be black. Men, to be serious, There's no need for you to turn yourself white.
There's no need.
There's no need. There's
never been any need even before.
We understand it might be the mindset, but it's time we break those shackles. It's time we be free from all these BS that has been put on our mindset, you know. So thanks for watching the video. Do give it a subscription like it, subscribe, check out YouTube channel for Eugene docu-stories. I will so much appreciate. Remember, stay black, and go black to Africa.